In the heart of the city, where towers lean into the skies like proud guardians of glass and steel, beneath the warm desert sun that burns yet blesses every road with gold, there rises the hum of engines, the sound of freedom, and on two wheels a prince rides, not for show, not for spectacle, but for the dialogue of spirit and motion, for the whispers of air that speak louder than any applause, for the poetry that is not penned with ink but with speed, with the rhythm of wheels rolling against the earth, with the rocking of a bike that becomes both steed and song. The night glows with neon lights stretched like threads across the horizon, and in this theater of speed the rider leans forward, the throttle singing beneath his hand, the city answering back with echoes that rise and fall like waves. It is not merely a ride, not merely a stunt for eyes to see. It is the confession of the soul to the infinite. It is the reminder that balance is not stillness, but a dance between risk and grace, a rocking of the machine beneath him, a swaying like a falcon in flight, a dialogue between man and motion, where one trusts the other and together they carve poetry into the night. Somewhere in that trembling hum, the world disappears, the towers blur, the lights smear into streaks, the sound of the city falls silent like a bowing crowd, and only the bike remains, rocking like a cradle of adrenaline, a heartbeat painted on the asphalt. Fazza rides as if he were writing verses no one can steal, verses invisible to paper yet carved into the memory of wind, and the rocking becomes a rhyme, the lean of the body a stanza, the tilt of the wheel a metaphor, all bound into a single poem whose ink is speed, whose parchment is the desert road, and whose audience is the night itself. The desert does not forget. It has always known the rhythm of motion, the rocking of camels, the gallop of horses, the stride of falcons carried by wind. Now it sees the rocking of bikes, steel replacing sinew, wheels echoing hooves, and still the spirit remains the same. It is freedom that binds them all, the thirst to test the edge of balance, to taste the sweetness of danger without surrender, to honor the dance of risk and mastery. The rocking bike is not defiance of gravity. It is partnership with it, a reminder that even danger bows before courage, and even speed becomes gentle when handled with love. There is a crowd watching, eyes wide like lanterns in the night, but Fazza does not ride for them. He rides for the whisper in his blood, for the silent song that demands release. Each lean of the bike, each sway of its frame, is a syllable in a prayer to freedom. The hum of the tires is a chorus sung by unseen choirs. The rocking becomes a cradle where the rider rests his soul, trusting the dance of balance and wind. In that rocking motion there is a truth. Life itself is a bike ride. And the road is never straight, never still, but sways and curves, demanding courage. In the wide expanse where dawn rises like a golden falcon spreading its wings, the desert breathes ancient whispers that have echoed since the first grains of sand learned to dance with the wind. There, where silence holds the dignity of 1,000 years and the horizon stretches like an endless dream, rides a figure who carries both the pride of lineage and the gentleness of heart. They call him Fazza, the poet prince, whose words fall not as mere verses but as rivers of spirit carving valleys through the stone of time. His poetry does not merely touch the ear. It anchors itself in the soul, for it is woven from the threads of love, longing, valor, and the eternal flame of humanity. He walks where the camels have knelt under moon's silver with memory. He rides where the stallions thunder, their hooves like drums calling out destiny, and he writes where the falcons circle, their cries painting songs above dunes that rise like cathedrals built by God's own breath. Each line he offers feels like a drop of water in a thirsty desert, like the shade of a palm tree in the burning noon, like the echo of the muezzin calling from minarets when twilight turns into prayer. His voice carries the scent of oud, the richness of tradition, yet it is not bound by walls of the past, for Fazza belongs to tomorrow as much as he does to yesterday. His pen is a bridge, arched high, where history walks with the present and the future bows in respect. And when he writes of love, it is not the ordinary love that fades like the trace of footsteps on sand. It is a love as vast as the desert sky, as unshakable as the roots of the gaff tree, as delicate as the wing of a falcon gliding through twilight. His words embrace the beloved not just in form, but in essence, weaving tapestries of soul, promising that true love endures beyond silence, beyond distance, beyond time itself. There are nights in Dubai when the towers shine like constellations fallen to earth, yet Fazza looks beyond glass and steel, beyond wealth and glitter, and finds beauty in the quiet curve of the crescent moon over the desert ridge. His heart does not beat only for himself, it beats for the people, for the horsemen, for the children laughing by the shore, for the old fishermen mending their nets, for the falconers waiting at dawn with hope in their eyes. He writes for them, not to elevate his own name, but to raise theirs, to immortalize their moments in verses that will outlive sandstorms and skyscrapers alike. And in every breath of his poetry there is the sound of the sea, the Gulf waters rolling against memory, reminding of voyages once made by pearl divers who searched the deep not for jewels alone but for survival, for dignity, for dreams. Fazza's pen becomes the diver, plunging into the ocean of human feeling, surfacing with pearls of verse glowing in the light of truth. The reader becomes the beholder, gazing at each pearl as if it carries the reflection of their own soul.